Welcome back. In this session 4, we are going to do just the reverse of whatever we have done so far in the first three sessions. In the first three sessions, if you would have watched, you would have seen that how we are creating a file, how we are adding, created the file or updated the file, how we are adding to the staging index, then how we are moving the staging index to local repository, then how we are pushing to the server repository, right? That is what we have learned in the first three sessions. Whereas in this session, we are just going to do the reverse of it. That means we are going to undo the changes. Whatever we are going to do, the undo the changes from working directory, as well as if you are unknowingly doing, if you push the file to the staging index, you can revert it back, as well as you can also revert the commit. That means whatever you are moving to the local repository, that also we can revert it back. That is what this session is all about. Why this session we are learning is because this is pretty much important, especially in the real time world where we are going to deal with hundreds of files, right? So whatever you are learning to update the file or adding the file, you need to know the art of reverting it back as well. Because sometimes whatever, because yeah, human error is unavoidable, right? Sometimes you are doing it by mistake, you are adding the file, you are updated the file wrongly, then you need to know the art of reverting it back as well, because your manager or your your colleague as well can tell you, right? Hey, you have did the file wrongly, can you revert it back your changes, because that is causing a lot of issues there. So you need to know the art of reverting it back as well. How you are going to revert the changes of the working directory, staging index, as well as the local repository, right? You can able to revert it back as well. That is what this session we are going to see one by one. First is about undo the changes in working directory itself, how to unstaging that from the staging index, how to revert it back, commit from the local repo, right? Local repo. So that is what this slide pictorial representation is dealing about. First, we are going to see about how to revert it back the working directory. Then how to see if you are use a git add, that means it will move to the staging index. But you have did it wrongly. I want to revert it back. That is also possible. Then in the next slide, if you see that if I'm adding it to the staging index, but I have also committed it wrongly. I don't want this committed, that I don't want this to be available in the local repository itself. Still, that is possible. You can revert it back. That is what we are going to see one by one. Okay, first we will see about how to undo the changes in the working directory. Okay, let us consider this text file is having text.kalyan. Even in the repository also it is having text.kalyan.1. Now I am updating it wrongly. Instead of text.kalyan1, I'm just updating to 100, right? I updated wrongly and I'm saving that. Now if I type git status, you would have seen that it's saying it has been modified. It is saying that, hey, the file is not staged for commit, whether you're going to add it or you can revert discard the change. Discard the change means reverting it back. Using this command git checkout, you can discard it as well. That is what we are going to do, because I have modified wrongly. Instead of kalyan 1, I have updated to kalyan 100, right? That is what I did here, kalyan 100. Now I want to revert it back to kalyan 1. What I can do is use this command git checkout hyphen hyphen, then file name space file name text kalyan dot text. You can see that automatically the file have been reverted. We go here, you can see that it has been reverted back. Boom, it has been reverted back to kalyan 1. There is no kalyan 100, right? So that is what the first thing we are discussed about, undoing the changes of the working directory, right? Now, let us move to the second one, how to unstage the changes from the staging index. Now, what I'm doing is, again unknowingly, I am updating this to 100, right? I'm unknowingly updated that. Now, instead of I'm updating from the staging index, in the working directory itself, I'm not doing that. I'm accidentally, what I'm doing is, I have added the file, right? I accidentally added that file. If I added that file, automatically you would have moved to the staging index. Then only I'm realizing that I have did a mistake. I want to revert it back. How can we revert it back? That is what I'm going to do. If you type git status, it will say that, hey, it has been updated. You need to be committed, right? If you don't want to commit it, if you don't want to, if you want to unstage it, just use this command, git reset head. That is what it is saying. Either you can commit it or you can unstage it, because already it has been staged. If you want to unstage it, unstaging means just moving from staging index. That means whatever you have added to the staging index. Unstaging means just you have to vanish it from the staging index. Just keep it in the working directory. That is what it is saying. So what I'm going to do is just type git reset head. That's it. If you type git reset head, you can see that automatically unstaged changes after reset text kalyan.txt. It has been coming over here. If you type now git state status, again you can see that the file, again the earlier stage it is coming. Hey, you have modified something, please add it, because it has unstaged it. Before that it has been modified. It says that it has modified. Now after doing the unstage, it is saying that hey, there is some file you have modified, please add it or discard it. That is what the second step is all about. We have discarded the changes from staging index, right? That is what the second one. Now I am going to revert the commit from the local repo. Okay, what I'm doing is, okay, now I am again, what I'm going to do is I am going to add this file. Either you can give the file name, or you can simply, if you put dot, whatever the file modified in the current working directory, it will get added, right? Now I am also going to commit it. I'm committing means moving to the local repo. I am saying that updated file, something like that I'm giving. Now if you give the status, it will say that nothing to commit has been, you can ready to push to the origin. But then one day the person who are updating is realizing that hey, whatever I committed is wrongly, I want to revert the commit. What I can do? So still that is a possible way. That is what the third slide is all about. Whenever you are committed it, still you can revert it back, right? That is what it is saying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to revert it back. How I can going to revert it back is git revert, right? Then I need to know the sha. What is the sha? What are the latest commit? I need to know. How can I get the latest commit? Just type git space log. You can see that this is the latest commit. So just copy the sha number, copy it, sorry, copy it. Now what I want to do is git revert, then give the sha number, sorry, git revert. It's not pasting correctly. uh, Let me clear the screen. Git revert, just I'm pasting that, just hit enter. You can see that it has reverted the updated file. Now if you give colon wq, that means quitting that, you can see that hey, the file has been reverted. You can see that file, the reverted updated, revert updated the file. Now if you type git space log, you can see that, see, this is the sha I have committed as updated file. This is the commit. The head is saying that hey, I have reverted the updated file, right? This is how you can do the undo the changes from working directory, as well as staging index, as well as from the local repository changes. That is how it is. Any persons who are doing the changes needs to know these syntaxes, then it will be easier for him. Whenever he doing the commit changes any wrongly, he can always revert it back. So that is how we have did in this session. Thanks for watching out. In the next session, we are going to deal how to ignore the certain files. That is what we are going to deal about, how to ignoring the certain files. Watch out for it. Until then, thank you.